Paula, you took care of business today. You wanted to finish third, got the win, and you got to be happy about that.
Yeah, I am. I'm real excited about the win. Obviously, our first concern is going to Gwen, and hopefully she's okay. So as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to head on over to the hospital and find out what went on. But, I'm proud of our kids. I loved it that Cassidy got in. I loved it that she played some. She's now officially always in the record books as scoring on a women's basketball team. A two-sport athlete in college anymore is pretty hard to find. And, I've said this before about Cass, and I really believe it. She's not going to be measured by the minutes she played in her basketball program. Now, she is measured by the minutes that she played in soccer. She was a great soccer player. But she's measured more by the impact that she's left on her team and on her players. I mean, that's the thing that a lot of times you don't see because you're watching games and you're watching kids score and you don't realize some of the impact that maybe some of the kids that don't play as much do. But she's just a tremendous individual, low maintenance, does everything you ask her to do and just busts her tail every day. So really, really excited for her to go out on a win on senior night.
How did it happen for her to go from soccer to basketball? Because she said she hadn't even played basketball since her sophomore year of high school.
No, and I thought we probably needed one more player this year, and when it got late, and I just decided I didn't want to, go use a scholarship on someone that maybe I didn't really want for the next 4 years and everything, and I knew, I talked to some people and talked to the soccer coaches about her and about just really the kind of person she was. And then I sat down with Cass and we just talked about it. And I said, is it something that you would be interested in? And here's what I'm going to do. And, I can do this for you and this for you. And my expectations are that you come to practice every day and that you bust your tail every day and that you push the conditioning level of our team because she is as fit as anybody. And, you just keep going hard every day. I can't promise you'll ever get on the floor. And she said, yep, coach, I'll do it. So, it's a great opportunity for her to continue and work on her master's, and honestly, she's been a blessing for our team. She's just a fun kid to be around.
And it seems like with her OVC championship pedigree, the girls kind of just gravitate towards her with that.
Yeah, it's really interesting sometimes when you have different meetings or the players are talking about different things, and right at first she probably wasn't as comfortable speaking up, but as it went along, she'd say something and everyone kind of look and go, yeah, that's good, Cass. And she kind of gives a little bit of insight. She's already got a conference championship, so we're just wanting her to help us in any way possible. And a lot of it is the mentality piece of it, the training piece of it, to go after one of her own.
And you had enough confidence in her to start her. Even though it was senior day, that she'd go out there and play. She played
I wasn't really worried about her. I said, Cass, right before the tip, I said, Cass, guess what they're going to do? She goes, they're coming right at me, coach. I said, absolutely, and you're not going to let them score.
Yeah.
I said, whatever you do not let them score. And she didn't. But she battles every day in practice. I mean, she's playing against, Gwen and Micah and Donnie and Sid every single day in practice. So I knew she wouldn't back down to anybody. I put her in Austin Peavy. I mean, she guarded Tara Banks. I mean, I've got a picture of her. I mean, she's undersized by probably 1.5 feet, but she's not going to back down. That's just the kind of heart she has.
And they want that attitude now for the team going into
Absolutely.
Nashville.
I think this win is good. You obviously, we were in the tournament either way, but I believe now, I know there was 32 scenarios before tonight's game started, and Eric and Coach Schultz got excited about figuring all that out. The only thing I knew is we had to beat Eastern. So I think with the win, we've cinched up third is what I have in my mind. So we just I needed the win to get third. We needed the win to go into the conference tournament on a high. And now it's really about playing 40 minutes of basketball and kind of having your players a little bit loose, but also really focused and getting after it. We want to go in 40 minutes. We want to play the next day for 40 minutes. I mean, that's kind of our goal, but I want us to enjoy the moment and I want us to have some fun and really play hard.
Earlier in the year, we talked about you wanting to play your best basketball at the end of the season. I mean, you feel like the girls are to that point?
We're so much better now than we were in the beginning of the year. We're so much more consistent. We trust each other more. We share the ball more. I mean, I think they know what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, and I think we're, especially on the defensive end, we cover for people. We help each other a little bit. I think the communication is never where I want it to be, but I actually believe it's getting better.
You had to start out 1-4 in the conference and finish 9-7. That says a lot about your players that they're able to adjust and get things going the second half of the year.
Well, they're resilient and they're young kids and they love to play the game, and you've got to keep them heading in the right direction, and they've done a great job staying focused.
Well, I was just talking to Erica Brown from Eastern. She's from Nashville, one of the local girls, and I guess you were saying something that made me think. You're in the tournament, and it's a great accomplishment because she's over there saying it's a drag because we're not going to the tournament. So I guess I'm asking as a coach, how do you balance letting the girls know, hey, this is a heck of an accomplishment, but we're not done? I mean, in other words, enjoy this because not everybody gets to do it.
Well, and where we were probably, I don't know, it was 3.5, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was, we were fighting for our life to get in.
Yeah.
And, then it came down the stretch the last 4 games and what we need to accomplish the last 4 games. I mean, there was one weekend, the conference is so tight, I think we went from 9th to 4th or 3rd, or who knows really what it was. I didn't pay as close of attention as maybe I should have because I knew the next week everything could shift around. But I got to tell you, Erica Brown, just what a good kid. The one thing I told her after the game too, she plays the game the right way. That kid plays hard every single possession of the game. That's what I told her. That's what the game of basketball is about. The game of basketball is about playing as hard as you can every second you're out there. And I think she's done that for 4 years. I really like that kid. I think she's done a lot of good things in her career. Feel bad for her that she's not going to the tournament, but she'll look back on it someday and know she did everything she could.
Yeah, because that's the epitome. That's what they play for. They play to get into that, to have a chance.
They have a chance.
And it hurts her now that they don't have a chance. Her season's over, her career's over. And so your kids, meanwhile, get to keep going. And I'm sure that's something they appreciate, being able to qualify and have a chance.
I hope that's something they
Yeah.
appreciate. But no, I want them to enjoy this. I also, for our program, quite frankly, I want this is the expectation. Like our expectation is we should go every year and we should be there and we need to finish in the top 3. But now, if I'm greedy. I want to keep finishing higher and higher and higher. And our expectation is to go down there and not just play 1 game. But I also don't want us to look too far ahead. You've got to play the 40 minutes that you have at hand.
Don Shell said she feels like they've been in postseason mode the last few weeks. Does that help going into the postseason now that they kind of have had that?
Yeah, I think because there was so much on each game, and they knew that the pressure was there, and I think the pressure was real, and that's what goes on in a tournament, and that's why when I kind of talk about you got to kind of get your team to relax at a tournament. If they feel the pressure too much, they get tight, then they don't play to their abilities. But if they don't, if they're kids that just don't they don't care and they're loose, then then they're not going to put the emphasis on the focus and things. So I think we've had a good balance of that, and I trust our team that they know what each game means, and they've handled the pressure, so to speak, very well.
Cassidy mentioned that, winning the OVC soccer tournament, that, anything can happen in a tournament, that's how you go into it. And that kind of attitude may rub off on some of the basketball players too. I guess that's sort of your attitude. Anything can happen in a tournament this magnitude with, 1 berth at stake for the NCAA.
Right, and I think we'll rely on Cass, especially, she does a lot of those just little side conversations with people and gets you thinking again. And it is true. I mean, it's a cliche, anything can happen as a tournament. But if you look at our conference this season, I think it's more true this season than probably any other year.
Okay, Paula, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, appreciate it, guys.
So what happened with